Welcome back, everyone. I am Zell, and today we're taking another look at the Ferrum Forge Archbishop and its primary competitor. What could its primary competitor be? Well, if you watch the video title, you probably already know. But I alluded to it in the video about the Archbishop. I think the Archbishop is a very good knife. And if I had seen one 2 months ago, I would have probably been all over praising it. However, since then, Ferrum Forge and We Knife Company have come out with the Malice. The Malice gives me serious pause about the Archbishop. And, let me explain. There are levels to We Knives. And this is lower upper level with the Archbishop 2. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean that it's any less quality than the upper level knives like the Malice, or that they didn't do things as well. What it means is lower level, from what I can tell with it means ceramic ball bearings, 6AL4B titanium, M390 in this case. Sometimes they do S35VN depending on the knife maker and the request. Tip up, left or right hand on the pocket clip, but most importantly, we have a downgrade in hardware. And you're like, oh, well, they just swapped them for stainless screws and pivot. Well, actually, that is on the end of the company buying the knives, like Ferrum Forge buying these. The difference between titanium and stainless, my guess, now I don't know for sure, but my guess is that really comes out to somewhere around $20 a knife. So that's a reason that you see a lot of knives come out of We Knife Company and they have stainless hardware instead of the titanium hardware, because it's a pretty significant jump to have that titanium hardware put in your knife. So that is a major difference. Another major difference between the two knives is we're tip up left and right hand on this one, or we're tip up right hand on the Malice, and tip up left and right hand on the Archbishop 2. So if you're a lefty, it's an Archbishop 2 for sure. The other thing that is very much different is every blade I've seen for the Archbishop 2, and I'm not sure if there are others out there, but the ones I've seen have all been stonewashed. Nothing wrong with that. Stonewashed blades look good. But whenever you compare it to the finish that we put on the Malice, I mean, look at that. What that is a high grit belt and then polish. And I would guess, I say high grit, middle high grit, somewhere between, I don't know, 220, 240, and say 400 or 500. And then they've polished it, buffed it. And that is just beautiful. And then, of course, we've got the satin flats, machine satin flats. Wow. They just made a looker of a knife. And a knife that I actually enjoy carrying. I haven't got this out to the pass-around group because I've been greedy with it and I've been carrying it. And I also knew that the Archbishop was on the way, and I wanted to bring this comparison for you guys. So let's look at them close real quick. And I'm not going to belabor this for a long time. Price difference, $275, $283, and 10 cents for street prices. There is your Archbishop. This is your standard model. Good looking knife. Works freaking really good. Feels really good in the hand. Here's your chevron model for your Archbishop. I like the chevrons. Do be careful not to let your eyes buy the chevron model if you have office hands, because it is not one that really sensitive office hands are going to be okay with. And we also have, I don't know what to call this one, but looks kind of similar to that piece up there in the blade on the Malice. And there you go. Good looking knives. And guys, I don't know what else to say. They're all M390. They're within, what is that, $8.10 of each other. the one place that the Archbishop is going to trumpet every time is the WE knife is the way it is. You can get it in Flame TI and a couple other colors, and that's really about it. I think what you're going to see is a rolling design change with the slab side and maybe even with a contoured Archbishop 2.0 that may make them have a little more collector's value, but it also may not. I have this feeling that any knives from late 2017 through the next couple of years, the actual collector value of most production knives, small batch or large batch, either one, for you collectors is going to be a lot less than you might like. So be careful with that, guys. Don't buy knives as an investment. Buy knives to use them. I know that's not going to get through to everybody, but you know what I mean. As far as making a decision between these, if you're a Ferrum Forge fan, you should own one of these. If you are, and the reason you should own one of these is because they are more unique. They're going to be more unique, and your guys out at Ferrum Forge are getting paid a considerable amount more for the sale of each one of these. If you are a guy looking for a knife to put in your pocket to carry every day, you get a Malice. The only difference, major difference, is weight between the two knives, and you do gain a little over an ounce, 4.74 to 6.1. For me, that's no big deal. Maybe for you, I'll take the extra weight and get the great feel of this knife. But if you want the lighter knife, of course, you can get the regular Malice, or regular Archbishop if you can find one. Other differences, we have 0.05 inch shorter blade, 3.45 versus 3.5. Cutting edges are exactly the same. Steel, exactly the same from the same company, so the same hardness. Stainless hardware, TI hardware. And the Malice is just done to the nines. In fact, one of the guys watches the channel and watches the Instagrams, sent me a picture the other day of him dressed to receive his Malice. And we talked about the Malice being Ferrum Forge dressed to the nines, running around in the tux. And that's what he did. He had his tux on, waiting for the mailman to deliver his Malice. And that, guys, is awesome. Make your decisions, but it's really, really tough. I mean, for me, the better feeling of the two knives is the Malice, and it's the one that I would get each and every time. However, that is being me picking the knife that's good for me. If I'm a lefty, I'm getting the Archbishop. If I were a huge Ferrum Forge fan, and I wasn't just getting a knife to use, I would get the Archbishop. But if I'm going to get one to use every day, it's going to be this guy. You guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We got more of all kinds of fun stuff coming right here on the Zelrick YouTube channel, and sporadic as always. See you next time.